reason we struggle with insecurity is because we compare our behind the scenes with everyone else's highlight reel. What does this mean? And do you agree with it? Why or why not? Somebody tell me. Brendan?
I agree with it. You compare your worst to someone's best, and that makes you feel bad because you feel like you can't compare, but it's really someone's best against your worst.
Good. And what do we usually put yourself on what? That you say they're best? What do y'all do?
Social media.
Social media. You put your stuff on social media. And do you normally put bad stuff on social media? No, only the good stuff, right? That's your comment.
Alright. Mine was we never live like there's no tomorrow. So like we put our worst today when this may be our last day, when we should put our best on that day.
Okay. Alright, anybody else want to comment? Okay. Alright. We're going to read this little book. It's called Giraffes Can't Dance, and we're going to relate it back to Killing Mr. Griffin. Okay, as we go through, I'm going to have some questions for you to jot down answers on, and there'll be a place where I'm going to ask you to turn and talk to your neighbor, okay? So you can write on the bottom of your bell ringer. Alright. Gerald was a tall giraffe whose neck was long and slim, but his knees were awful bandy, and his legs were rather thin. He was very good at standing still and munching shoots off trees, but when he tried to run around, he buckled at the knees. Now, every year in Africa, they hold the jungle dance, where every single animal turns up to skip and prance. And this year, when the day arrived, poor Gerald felt so sad, because when it came to dancing, he was really very bad. All right, stop and jot this down on your paper. What is the giraffe's mood at this point in the story? Okay. The warhorse started waltzing, and the rhinos rock and rolled. The lions danced a tango, which was elegant and bold. The chimps all did a cha-cha with a very Latin feel, and 8 baboons then teamed up for a splendid Scottish reel. Gerald followed bravely as he walked towards the floor, but the lions saw him coming and they soon began to roar. He looked at clumsy Gerald. The animals all laughed. Giraffes can't dance, you silly fool. Oh, Gerald, don't be daft. Okay. Gerald simply froze up. He was rooted to the spot. They're right, he thought, I'm useless. Oh, I still feel like such a clod. So he crept off from the dance floor, and he started walking home. He never felt so sad before, so sad and so alone. All right, jot the next thing down. How did Gerald's friends influence him? How have Gerald's friends influenced him? Okay, do you think the fact that his friends have influenced in a way that has affected his mood?
Yes.
Why?
It made him feel like
They gave him very insecure.
They made him feel like he felt like he was used.
Yes, they made him very insecure. Good. Alright. Then he found a little clearing and he looked up at the sky. The moon can be so beautiful, he whispered with a sigh. Excuse me, coughed a cricket, who seen Gerald earlier on. But sometimes when you're different, you just need a different song. Listen to the swaying grass and listen to the trees. To me, the sweetest music is those branches in the breeze. So imagine that the lovely moon is playing just for you. Everything makes music if you really want it to. With that, the cricket smiled and picked up his violin. Then Gerald felt his body do the most amazing thing. His hooves had started shuffling, making circles on the ground. His neck was gently swaying, and his tail was swishing around. He threw his arms out sideways, and he swung them everywhere. Then he did a backward somersault and leapt up in the air. Gerald felt so wonderful, his mouth was open wide. I'm dancing, yes, I'm dancing, I am dancing, Gerald cried. Alright, turn and talk to your neighbor. What can you infer about the cricket based on his attitude?
No.
Good. Alright, here we go. Then one by one, each animal who'd been there at the dance arrived while Gerald boogied on and watched him quite entranced. They shouted, it's a miracle, we must be in a dream. Gerald's the best dancer that we've ever seen. Okay. How is it you can dance like that? Please, Gerald, tell us how. But Gerald simply twizzled around and finished with a bow. Alright, your next jot is going to be, how did Gerald's attitude change? Then he raised his head and looked up at the moon and stars above. We all can dance, he said. We find music that we love. Alright, what I want you to do now is turn and talk to the person beside you. What has changed in Gerald? And what is the figurative meaning of the last line? He said, we all can dance, he said, when we find music that we love. What is the figurative meaning of that line? So turn and talk to your neighbor. What do you think?
That everyone has their own sound. Yeah, maybe you have to find.
That was good.
Good. All right. Now, the last thing before we move to stations. All right, your ticket out the door for the day. Your closing activity right here. Like the giraffe, have you ever felt insecure? How has that affected your relationship with others? All right, think about the things you jotted down and the stuff you turned to talk about. Think of his attitude and what he went through. And then relate both of those questions back to Susan, Mark, David, Betsy, and Jeff from